Hi, I'm Chef Nancy Hughes. I'm the author of the 15-Minute Diabetic Meals Cookbook with the American Diabetes Association. I'm making today Cajun shrimp and pepper pasta. What you do is you get your water boiling. Then you take whole grain pasta. If you haven't tried whole grain pasta, it is different than the traditional pasta, but it's also different than the whole wheat pasta. It's a lot more fiber in it. So anyway, you take it, you break it in half, because it's easier to eat, it's easier to cook, it's easier to stir. So you just throw it in the pot. While that's cooking, you chop up your pepper and your onions. This is such a fun way to chop pepper. You cut off the end this way, you cut off the other end this way, and then you go doot, 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 doot. There's the stem, there's the seeds, that's the membrane. You don't want any of that. Now, if you're not much of a chopper, start with a serrated knife, and you just run it through the pepper. That's all you do. Done. So while the pasta's cooking, you get your skillet hot, and you take it over medium-high heat. You take it away from the heat, because you don't want this to go near a flame, especially if you're using gas. And then you toss the peppers and onions in there. If you don't hear a sizzle, that means it's not hot enough yet. And that cooks for 4 minutes. And then after the 4 minutes, you add your garlic. When you're working with garlic, always wait till the last 15 seconds. Never, ever cook it longer than 15 seconds. And then you add the seafood seasoning, and you stir that up. Take it from the heat, and then you add your diet margarine. You just want it to kind of melt into the other vegetables. And then you add just a little bit of fat-free, half and half. It's picking up all the flavors of the peppers and the onions and the garlic and the margarine, and it's just, oh, I wish you could smell this. This really, really is good. The pasta's been cooking about 7-8 minutes, so that's when you add the shrimp. It can be frozen or it can be fresh, but either way, it has to be raw. And then you just add this to your pasta. You cook it for 3 more minutes. That's all. You don't want to overcook shrimp. And the way that you can tell it's done is because it turns pink. It's also opaque in the center when you break it in half. When you're draining pasta, especially if you're going to put it with a sauce, make sure you get all the excess water off, because it'll break your sauce down. Isn't that beautiful? It's creamy, and then you put it on your platter. Top it with green onions, parsley. That's dinner. Have fun with it. Make dinner fun. That's what it's all about. Your friends, fun. Hope you're hungry.